Professor Frances Restuccia from the English department at Boston College. The title of this VIU course is Literary Visions of Venice. When I visit Venice, I am half in the actual physical place and half in my imagination, or maybe 10% in the physical place and 90% in the imagination. An imagination that is constructed for me by literary representations of the city. This is largely why I stay on the Lido, since my sense of Venice is heavily colored by Thomas Mann's gorgeous novella, Death in Venice. When I gaze at or wade in the Adriatic Sea there, I envision the beautiful boy Tadzio elegantly pointing out toward the sky at the immeasurable. This course, Literary Visions of Venice, is meant to give students such layers of meaning that will enrich their sense of this marvelous city. Venice has been a fantasy location for passionate life in works by authors such as Henry James, in, for example, the Aspirin Papers, and Ian McEwan in The Comfort of Strangers, a very disturbing novel. Venice is the aesthetic city par excellence for writers such as Ruskin in The Stones of Venice and Joseph Brodsky in Watermark, as well as the ultimate imaginary city for novelist Italo Calvino in Invisible Cities. We might think of Venice as the unconscious of Europe, where fantasies of love and death can be played out. Has Venice not also provided conscious as well as unconscious meeting grounds for East and West, as in Shakespeare's Othello, as well as in Orhan Pamuk's The White Castle? The White Castle is a novel by Turkey's most prominent novelist, Orhan Pamuk, that presents a riveting, long-term, intense encounter between a Venetian and a Turk, whose identities slowly become entangled to the extent that one cannot tell them apart. We will consider then the psychoanalytic, the aesthetic, and the political dimensions of literary conceptions of this imaginary city. Taking up the political, and as an introduction to the course, we will watch a film of Shakespeare's Merchant of Venice, which raises the issue of racism. Next, on a sweeter level, we will immerse ourselves in Brodsky's lyrical tribute to Venice called Watermark. Our approach to Watermark will be somewhat personal. Students will be asked to locate an aspect of the book they find moving or intriguing and to present it to the class. At this point, the course gains philosophical depth and complexity. We will study an Italian cultural theorist, Giorgio Agamben, who I believe still lives in Venice, by reading his essay titled On the Uses and Disadvantages of the Spectre, in which Agamben lays out two forms of spectrality in Venice. That is, he points out what he calls larval spectrality, which is exemplified by an unwillingness to accept Venice's true condition of completion by dolling her up with cosmetics, rouge, and makeup largely for tourists. But Agamben's true spectrality, which involves a willingness to accept one's condition of completion or fulfillment, can also be located in Venice, and my assumption is that Venice as a true specter can be apprehended through great literature on this city. But ultimately, the course will pursue not what Venice truly is, since no one can say what that is, so much as what it means or has meant in the imagination of world authors.